Hey, what's guys? I'm doing a deck profile for you guys today. Due to you guys' request, I'll be making Tendingles. I've heard on and off stuff about this deck, being decent and, not very good. So, but for sneak peek, I heard it was really quite good because of, yeah, this card, the Euler one. So, but anyways, I will go through the deck and show you guys what everything does. So we got Tindangle Hound. Flip. You target one other face-up monster on the field, and this card gains attack, which is actually pretty good. I mean, to the fact that it's a higher level monster doesn't really help, but you have other ways of bringing out your monsters from the deck and everything like that. So, or from your grave. So, and then each monster your opponent controls is 1,000 attack for each monster linked to it. So that can be really kind of useful depending on the situation. So yeah. And then if this card is destroyed by battle by card effect, you can target one face down monster on the field, change it to face up defense position. So, which I believe that triggers the flip effect. So, and then Tindangle Intruder. So flip, you add a Tindangle card from your deck to your hand. So he's face your searcher, and then when you know someone, you can send one Tangle card from your deck to your hand, or from your deck to your grave. Uh, so, which can be pretty good. You can send this and monster reborn it back. So it's pretty nice. You can send one. Oh, I already read that. If a monster is special summon to your field and face down defense, while this card is in your grave, special this card and face down defense, which is just not optional. So that is actually pretty good. It's a searcher and it can also special itself back out. So that's really kind of nice. And then Tindangle Base Gardener. If you control a face down defense prison monster, you can special this card for your hand and defense, which is actually pretty good. If you have you want to be special summon once per turn that way, but that's still really quite good. And then if this card is no more special and is pointed by a opponent's link monster, except they're in damage up, you can trigger this card as special one Tangle monster from your hand or deck in face down or in attack or face down defense. So that also allows you to get off Hound or Intruder. So which is actually really quite good. So and then Tindangle Angel Flip. You can special summon flip monster from your hand or grave, which again lets you get off Intruder or Hound. And face down defense, except this card. Then if your opponent bows, then if it's your opponent's battle phase, end the battle phase. So that's actually not a bad card either because it kind of helps stall a little bit. So yeah. And then Tindangle Trinity. Flip, you special one Tindangle base card enough from your deck. Um, which is basically this guy. So, and if this card is flipped, your Tangle monsters cannot be destroyed by battle, which is pretty useful. They're most likely gonna have board wipe, but this card's still kind of decent. And then if this card is sent to the grave as a link material for a Tingle monster, you can add one Gargon ends from your deck or hand. probably add it after this, but I'll probably show you guys what it does at the end of this video. And then if you do, say one spark trap from your deck to a grave. So, and then 3 protector flip. You can change up to 3 face on defense monsters. You control to face up defense position. Then all those monsters are Tindangles. You can add up to that many Tindangle cards in your deck or hand. So that's also for sure, which is really, really kind of nice. So Monster Warren, which is obvious. MST, Tongue Twisters, just help get rid of back row. Plus, they get some of the stuff in the grave, so that way you can reborn it with some of the Tindangle's effects. So, and then this card. So Tindangle monsters in your main monster zone cannot be destroyed by a battle or by your punch card effect, which is really, really quite nice. And on turn, if your Tindangle monster takes damage, that damage becomes double, which is also very, very quite good. Which is why this plus this was really good in Sneak Peek. So, and then you can banish this card from your grave and discard one Tindangle card. Add a copy of itself from your deck to your hand. So, which is really, really quite cool that it can recycle itself. So, and then Yugioh Circuit. While you control 3 or more Tindangle monsters, your opponent monsters cannot declare an attack, which is actually pretty cool. And then once your turn during the semi phase, you can target one Tindangle monster you control, give it to your opponent, which is why this deck was kind of good in Sneak Peek. And then you banish this card from your grave and discard one Tindangle card, add one Yugioh Circuit from your deck to your hand. So it's also a recycler for itself, which means that you don't have to run terraforming. So, and then 2 Heavy Storm Duster, just help get rid of more back row. Bombless and Compulse, just help get rid of annoying stuff. And then Tindangle, yeah, that card. So when you take battle damage from a punch monster's attack, while you control 3 or more Tindangles with different names in the graveyard, you can destroy the attacking monster. If you do special a Tindangle Acute Cerberus from your deck, which I don't think I have that in here either. Or so I'll probably need from the extract. Yeah. I should have just kept reading, but if you control no monsters in your extra monster zone, you can banish this card. Then target 3 Tindangles with different names in your graveyard, special and face out defense. So, which is kind of decent, I guess. So now for the Tindangle Acute Cerberus. So it gains 3 times attack if you control 3 or more Tindangles with different names in your graveyard, including Tindangle base card mode. So it gains attack for each Tindangle that points to. At the end of the battle phase, if this card declares an attack, special 1 token, Tindangle token. So, but yeah, so that's basically it for the deck. Let me just search that card. Oh yeah, that is another Tindangle. So I'll probably be adjusting a little bit because of that card. I didn't realize that there's one more, so that was my mistake. But what this one does is that target 1 Tindangle Link monster you control card effect to it, and it cannot be destroyed by card effect. Also, your opponent cannot target with card effects, which is also actually very quite good. And then once per turn, if there are monsters in all monster zones, the equip monster points to. If there's still monsters in all zones that the equip monster points to, you can destroy this card and all of those monsters. Then inflict damage to your opponent equal to the equip monster's attack before they were destroyed. So that's basically a game ender in a way, but you mainly want to use it for more protecting your Cerberus. So, yeah. So that's basically it for the Tindangle deck file. Like I said, sorry if the deck is bad or it's not the best build. Like I said, I've never played this deck before, so I sorry if the build's bad. So, but anyways, that's basically it for the deck file. Thanks for watching. Don't you like, comment, and subscribe more. And yeah, I'll catch you later. Bye guys.